I think the stream is cursed. I'm already having like every audio issue known to man. I can't like it took me so long to get my microphone to work. And then my like desktop audio wasn't being picked up for some reason before I started, so I had to figure that out so I could have any sound. So that was cool. But hey gamers, what's up? How we doing? Yeah, this isn't frogs. You know, as much as I love the frog, and you know I love the frog, I think I need a little change of pace if I want to keep my sanity. So yeah, we're taking a break from the frog tonight, but don't worry, they'll be back. They'll be back for a limited, maybe longer than limited time, who knows. But not tonight. Because I spent like basically all day trying to get a Latios or Latias hyperspace portal thing. Because they're a lot rarer than you'd think. I literally got every Swords of Justice before I got a Lati. Like, I think I got Latias. That's the portal that I got. I was doing this like all day since like maybe 2 in the afternoon. It's like 8 p.m. now. But it sucks because like I literally, here's what happened. I got one of the Lati like portals back around like 4 or 5 p.m. ish. And I went in and I was really happy because I got a Lati whatever, you know. I was really happy about it. And I'm like, okay, I'll come back to this later. And I walked out. Even though I know that, like, you know, the way the portals work, you walk out, they disappear. I just, like, I don't know. I really wasn't thinking at all. So I walked out and it disappeared. And my backup save was too late. So I lost that one. So I had to find another one. And I did, like, 30 minutes ago. Project Eon, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. But yeah, that's how I've gotten to this point. But now I have a portal and I can actually hunt it. So I'm excited. You're doing Terrakion? Who decided on this shiny? What does it look like? I forgot. Terrakion. No offense to the Swords of Justice. Okay, shiny Terrakion's actually kind of cool. I don't hate it. But like, no offense to Swords of Justice, I'd rather hunt anything but them. That's why I skipped over them whenever I got them. Because I really, really wanted a Lati. That's what I got. I think I'll have to set some stuff up though. So let me see. I haven't done any of these legendary hunts yet. So bear with me. It might be pretty bad at first. I'm not gonna lie. But we'll figure it out. I'm a gamer. I'll adapt. Let me just switch over. Oh, dude. I just got one of those like sharp pains. You ever get like a sharp pain in like one of your shoulder blades for some reason? Oh, why? What the hell? Dude, that sucks. Okay, it's gone. We're good. Oh, I still have the frog stuff up. Wait, I don't even have my capture up to like look at for myself. The stream sucks already. Okay. Doing Latias too? Nice. I've seen a few people hunting it. Wait, hold on. Guys, pause the stream. My mom is calling me. Mother call. Hold on. Hello? I'm back. I didn't think I'd get a call during stream. That like almost never happens. But you know, it's my mom. I gotta pick up. Wait, where's my thing? There it is. Okay. Hashtag mother call. It is what it is. But yeah, I don't remember what I was talking about. But we're gonna do Latias. I just gotta get there. Let me pull up my my game capture. Okay. Now if I did this right. Cool. Okay, it's still there. We're good. I'm gonna come over here and let me change my team real quick. I forgot that I had this. Put these guys back in here. Where? There they are. This is my, I'm 12 years old, and this is my Pokemon team. Pretty awesome. I wanted to turn off the in-game music. This is a banger. I fucking love this song. Where is it? Okay. That should be good. And then I'll turn this up a little bit. Too many windows. I got too many things open. Okay. Honestly, I don't really know yet how this hunt even works. I'm pretty sure you just kind of like go up and down on the teleporter over and over, or on the Holovator or whatever. If I'm not mistaken. Pretty sure that's how it works. But I guess we'll find out. And then whenever Latias is harder, god damn it, of course it is. You have to like run back. Because I know Latios, you just go up and down, right? Okay. I don't even know where it is here. That's how much like research I've done. Is it on the roof like Latios? Or in like a different part of the roof? Yes, that roof. Okay. This will just be the first run just so I can figure out how to get up there. I think it's on the other side. It's not on this side, is it? Still a little unfamiliar with this zone. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, it's on the other side. Oh, the arch? In here? Ah, okay. And then it's up here? For some reason I thought it was on the other side. Oh, there it is. Okay. So this is just... Oh, I can see why this can be more annoying. I'm already seeing it. I actually need to get like my counter set up. I still have my frogs. Folder. Give me a sec. Latias. Okay, and then Alias. Oh wait, whoops. Alias give. All right, we'll replace the frog for now. We'll get him out of here. More of a Latios or Latios guy. I like Latios, because I like the color blue a little more. But Latios is also cute. I like both of them. They're very nice. But if I had to pick, like gun to my head, I had to pick one, I'd probably pick Latios. Encounters. Really should have set this up earlier. It's fine. It's fine. Adios. Adios. And then get the wait, can I click cancel? Oh, I'm a fool. I am a fool. I don't want that. I want this. Trying to see if the Lottie is in range of the teleporter below to the right of the building. Oh. Yeah, it might be close. What's the radius? Like 50? But like when a Pokemon's higher, it's kind of hard to gauge sometimes. Yeah, that'll be interesting. Can't believe my goat isn't racing the rest of us to get these guys. Oh wait, racing the rest of us to get these guys. Hey, I got my own things going on. I got my own things going on. That would be cool though. I can just have another file. I know you guys were talking about that. I think that'd be a cool idea. Do I have a filter on this? I do. Filters. And I need to put an outline on it. Why haven't I claimed the shiny charm, Goggins? Well, you know, I'm somewhat of a full odds guy. There's actually been like 2 times today where I've accidentally like claimed it and I had to close my game because I didn't want it. Like, honestly, I'll probably claim it after my after I get shiny Alpha Froakie. I will like more than likely claim it. I've just gone too far with the Alpha Froakie hunt that I need it to be full odds, or it like won't matter to me. I need it to be full odds, not because anyone's telling me to, or if I'm like feeling pressured to, because I want to, or it won't mean anything. Did I close that? I literally just opened it. Okay, we're good. Got mine because I accidentally got it and then save. Oh, it's saved. Yeah, the automatic save is terrifying. Every time I've accidentally claimed it, I've closed it so fast. Because there's no way. And if I do eventually like accidentally claim it and it like auto saves, I'll just make another file, I guess. Because I do want to like keep doing full odds stuff. But with the DLC, it's honestly like really hard to avoid not getting the shiny charm. You kind of like have to get it. I mean, you don't have to claim it obviously, but like while you just play the DLC, it just happens. You do enough to where it just happens, and it's unfortunate. Not a huge fan of that, but blue is superior to red, that is true, which is why shiny Shuckle is the GOAT. Also true. Shuckle is a banger shiny. Okay, so how teleporter don't work? Okay, so the strat would just be like running. Oh my god, how far do you have to go? To here? Wait, what the heck? You have to go to here? That's pretty crazy. Alright, yeah. This is gonna be a while. This is gonna be a while. It is what it is. Go to the left side, it's much faster. Like where the Noivern are and stuff. Ginger Ninja, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. You don't have to go up for it. The slowest eloquent Terrakion. I haven't even seen like where Terrakion spawns. I was saying earlier that like I went through all the Swords of Justice to get one of the Lotties. I'm just killing them because they're annoying. Don't worry about it. Go to the left only. Oh, you meant like on the same part of the building, right? Or like a different part of the building. Sorry, I'm directionally challenged. Oh, I see. Yeah, it does just barely spawn. Like it despawn. Doing Terrakion right now, it's taking a while, but I only have Sparkling 2 power. Well, at least you have some Sparkling power. I'm doing, oh, I fell. I'm doing this full odds. So Dragon's right next to a teleporter. Yeah, that's why I kind of wanted Latios instead. But I've gotten Latios twice now. So, oh, I'm just gonna keep falling, but it's fine. I've gotten Latios twice now, and it took so long to get it that I just don't really care enough, to be honest. Okay, it does sometimes not spawn. I mean, despawn. Gotta get a Switch 2 and play ZA, but imagine having the money for a Switch 2. Yeah, imagine, right? Couldn't be me. Yeah, you got yours pretty quick, Sam. I was actually so surprised. Okay, you really don't want to despawn sometimes. About to run out of time anyways. I was shocked how fast you got yours. But I guess the resets, like you're saying, they're relatively quick, right? So it doesn't sound too bad. Left building is more consistent. Okay. So left building. There's a few buildings. Which is like the building? I'm a little confused. I have to suffer for the rest of them all. Yeah, you probably will. You probably will. About to run out of time, so we'll have to reset anyway. Left of me. So there's a few things on the left of me. There's this building. Is it this one? Sorry, yeah. No, you're good. I'm just like, I have a hard time understanding directions, especially when it's through text. Actually, no, in general. I'm just really bad with directions in general. So like, if I'm asking to make sure, I'm just I'm clarifying for myself because I'm not very good with the direction. My streamer's so washed, doesn't even know where the left building is. It's true. It's true. Unfortunately, I can't even deny it. The allegations are true. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm a little confused, Marker says, accurately summarizing my life in one sentence. I'm a lot confused. Oh, Sam, I forgot to make it a command. I keep forgetting to, like, actually do something for it. Okay. How far... So it doesn't spawn unless I come up. Can I just go, like, up and down like this? I can run around like this line? That feels... No, I'm not gonna make that line. There's no way. I'll definitely fall off. I don't mind just running down like this. Do I want to just get the Latios one? I'm starting to rethink my choices. Nah, it's not that bad. I mean, what? On average, these resets are like pretty quick, right? They're not even that bad. Even if I do have to like go up and down, they're pretty fast. My favorite legendary slash mythical? Well, legendary, definitely Giratina. He's been my favorite since I was a kid. Groudon is a pretty close second. Yeah, Groudon's a pretty close second, but Giratina's up there for sure. Mythical, though, is a little harder. I really like Darkrai, but that also could be recency bias. Just a little bit. Just a tiny bit. But, let me think. No, yeah, I think it would be Darkrai. There's not many that come close, in my eyes. You know, I realize you say that in your Giratina vid. I am the dumb. No, it's fine. I don't expect everyone to remember everything I say. That's unrealistic. I barely remember half the things I myself say, so, like, you're good. Don't even worry about it. But yeah, I'd say Giratina and Darkrai. What about y'all? I know Victini is pretty popular. He's a little guy. Nothing wrong with a little guy. Let me make sure. Is the counter's going up, right? The counter's off the screen. Okay. There we go. That should be better. Man, I don't know about you guys, but it was cold as shit where I live today. It was actually freezing. Like, it's already gotten like kind of cold over here. I mean, obviously, because it's like winter, but today was like the first day where it like dropped pretty bad. And I felt it. I felt it pretty bad. But on the bright side, the one time I did go out today was to go pick up Chinese food, so I could house some chicken fried rice for dinner, and that was delicious. So it was worth it. I wish where I live it's still 70. I'm a little jealous. I'm a little jealous because for my like job, you know, the thing that I have that isn't YouTube, most of my work is outside, so I'm a little jealous of the places that still have it a little warm, but it should be colder than 70 for sure. That's definitely not normal. 70 is like, that's like a cool summer's day. That is not what it should be in December in any way. Do one more check. Okay. No, yeah, that is ridiculous. You're right. That's crazy. Okay, I just wanted to make sure I didn't have a donut with sparkling power on. I don't think I think I made like one donut that had sparkling power so far. I still don't know like what the good recipes are. The only recipes I've looked up are the ones to like make the donuts for the story, because I didn't feel like figuring it out myself. $70 is a cool autumn day. Dang. I mean, either way, 70 is like probably the best temperature. I'd say 65 to 70 with maybe like a slight breeze. I genuinely don't think that can be beat. I think that is the best temperature it can be ever. But I think it was like, obviously it wasn't as cold as it can be, or probably will get. I think it was like around 10 degrees Fahrenheit today, with like wind chill that almost got it to 0. So it was pretty bad. Pretty bad. But I doubt that'll be the coldest it gets. It gets pretty cold where I live. I actually made a sparkling dark level along with an alpha power level 2 donut today. Got a shiny alpha absol from it. Wish I know how I did it. Dang, that's sick though. I've been seeing some crazy finds with the donut powers. Like just multiple shiny alphas on like the same area on the same screen. It's actually insane. I'll probably, I don't know if I'll do any sparkling power hunts. Maybe one day. Not in the cards right now. 8 Tanga berries make a sparkling donut, but if you go to heal at a Pokemon Center, it'll leave a hard save when you reset and reach the home screen. Yeah, I had to do that so I could leave the Latias portal without losing it. I had to use one of my what is it, like backup saves. But I'll keep that in mind for whenever I need some sparkling donuts. It seems like since Scarlet and Violet, they're just gonna have like, well, I mean, okay, 2 times is a coincidence and 3 times is a pattern, whatever they say, so it might not happen again. But I wouldn't be surprised if they just keep doing like, they add some kind of food minigame in every game for like, you know, buffs and stuff like they've been doing. Seems like a pretty common trend, at least. So I went with 3 alpha, shiny alpha Fennekin, just crazy. Yeah, that's insane. I didn't do buffs for Curry. Yeah, I guess they just probably hadn't had that idea yet, right? Must just like slip through the cracks. Because I feel like Curry would have been that, right? What did Curry do other than like, what did it just like raise happiness and friendship or whatever? I never really did the Curry minigame that much, to be honest. It happened to me when hunting Glaceon earlier. Was wondering where the shinies were. Look behind me. Shiny Alpha Abomasnow, Shiny Alpha Snover. Were there for for who knows how long? It's funny. That's like the best part about hunting in this game. Best and worst, I guess. Like, you can be hunting something else entirely, and then after a few hours, you're like, man, I'm not finding anything. And then you turn around, and it's like 5 shinies in the like vicinity that you just didn't even know were there. Yeah, they can attract a Pokemon. I knew that, but I forgot to mention it. They can do that. I mean, they've done something along those lines for ages. Poffin's Pokeblocks just gotten more slowly food as time wears on. I mean, yeah, that's true. I never really considered Poffins and Pokeblocks to have like the same effects though. They don't really have like, you know, effects on like spawning a Pokemon and like buffs for like your moves and resistances and stuff. It feels like a whole different thing to me. This hunt is so awesome. After being stuck in zone 16 for like 2 months, this feels great. I'll probably call it at like 400 calories left. Is that too little time? Oh wait, I keep forgetting I can just like save when I get up here. Right? It should just save my location. I know the distortions are kind of weird. Less extreme, but early Pokemon was very hesitant to give out those sorts of buffs. Yeah, that's true. And I mean, to be honest, a lot of times we didn't really need the kind of buffs we have now from these like food sources. They just didn't really feel necessary back then, I guess. Especially when it came to like shiny Pokemon. There was like maybe 1 or 2 ways to boost your odds, and like that was it. And you just had to deal with that. Okay, so if I'm gonna test something real quick. If I save here, and then if I close the game, what does that do? Does it put me back at the start, or does it put me back where I saved? Okay, it puts me back where I saved. Yeah, I'm still like really unsure with some of these hyperspace locations. If they, like, how they work. But I guess that makes a lot of sense. Okay, that'll save me some time. I'm trying for Gibble and just a mind-numbing hunt. Oh, in this game? Yeah, I can imagine. So excited to start hunting these when I get there. Yeah, I was waiting for so long. Like, I don't know if I was just playing at a slow pace. It took me so long to get through the DLC and the post game of the DLC. It took me a while, and maybe that's just because I was playing like with the time I had after work. So that could be it, but it felt like a while. Like I just finished up all the post game stuff like last night, I think. Honestly, shocked they didn't shiny lock these. Just a breath of fresh air. Yeah, I know, right? I mean, like, these are the only situations where they wouldn't shiny lock them, right? Where it's like, in lore reason, it's like, oh, you can just get like infinite of these. So they don't have an issue with shiny locking them. Because like, oh, if in the game they're like, oh, there's like a million of them you can find. Then like, yeah, I guess one could be shiny. Because I've noticed that's how it feels, at least. Their reasoning feels like the legendaries that you can only get like one of, and like in lore there is only one of, are usually locked. Like, you know, the box legendaries and like other stuff you can find. But like as of late in recent games, if there's like a legendary in like a wormhole or another dimension, then it's most likely not shiny locked. But that's also not true, because isn't like Groudon, Kyogre, Rayquaza, and like all these other legendaries in this fucking DLC are also shiny locked. So I don't even know. That's just bullshit, I guess. I was just making stuff up. It makes no sense. Like what they decide to shiny lock. It actually, there's like no correlation. It just makes absolutely zero sense. But hey, that's the name of the game. That is the name of the game, isn't it? Pretty sure you can get Meloetta too, right? I've seen people talking about that, but I've yet to see it. Same with Zeraora. I don't even know like how you like get that, or if there's like a quest for it. I have no clue. Oh yeah, the music in this game is awesome. It's so good. Other than like the new Pokemon and new characters, the new music in any new Pokemon game is like what I look the most forward to. It's always a banger. Yeah, I know those are shiny locked, unfortunately. I just don't even know how you get them. Like, just the Pokemon themselves. That's still a mystery to me. Okay, yeah, now that I'm like getting in the groove, this hunt really isn't that bad. Cuda, thanks for the sub. How you doing? Appreciate it. How's your morning going? Friggin' Australia time. The ads will never get me. I always forget that I have that emote for ads. Wait, Cuda, type 67. Or just type 67. Oh shit. I saw that on Blue Vector's stream earlier, and I'm like, I need to add that to my chat, like right now. It's so funny. Finally caught a stream again? Yo, say before you quit, what's up? Welcome to the stream, how you doing? Just the fact that they're putting mythicals in the game and not locked behind an event is crazy. Yeah, that's true. That is crazy. Very unlike them. It would be even more unlike them to not shiny lock them, but you know, that's a whole nother thing. But Santa said it. Would I ban Santa? No, I wouldn't ban Santa, but like, you're not Santa. I'm hunting Latias. Hey Aya, what's up? Yep, Latias hunting. Here, I'll show you Kuna. So this is just like a hunt where I just like walk back and forth. The Latias is up there. So I just keep like walking back and forth to despawn it and respawn it. Like over and over. What if I'm Santa? I don't think you are. That's the thing. I don't think you are. Wish they'd done more with Mellow and Genesect, to be honest, given them a minor DLC style thing. Yeah, like it's cool that Genesect is in the game, but it's like it's just there. It just feels like a shoved in kind of thing. It's neat. Pretty much it. It's whatever. Their aura is some absolute bullshit. You have to give bread to a kid that I don't even think has quests. You have to buy the bread from Tarragon, get Pop Rocks, make a donut, then a portal shows up. Okay. I had no idea. I kind of love that though. Cause it feels like old like playground rumor stories. You know what I mean? It feels like something that like someone would just make up and you're like, yeah, okay, buddy. But then you like go home and try it just to see if they were like telling the truth. Same with like what is it? Galarian Yamask's like evolution method. You have to like get it below a certain amount of HP in Galar, and then you have to like go underneath that like rock in the wild area to evolve it. It's like that's so stupid, but it's really funny. You go trying to hunt a Shelf of Absol before doing the DLC postgame stuff. Nice, nice. Doing that quite a lot. Yo, say before we quit, thank you for the fucking sub with your Prime. Appreciate it. Enjoy your emotes that I don't have yet. But enjoy your sub badge that I do have. I really need to make sub emotes. I have follower emotes, but I don't have any sub emotes, I think. Unless I do have a sub emote. I'm not sure. I kind of forgot. But I'll get on that. I'll get on that for sure. Appreciate it though. Thank you. Wait, is Yabba the sub emote? Or is that a follower emote? I genuinely can't remember like what I did, what I put where. It's just sitting there? Yeah, it is just sitting there. Yabba yearners. Hell yeah. Even stupider in ZA, you have to go under a random bridge. Like a specific bridge or just like any bridge? I'm glad they kept it consistent though. You still have to go under like something to evolve it. That's funny. I do appreciate that. Wait, I just realized a hype train's going. That's crazy. I don't think I've ever seen one of those before. Well, no, I think I have, but it's been like a long time. You go to Vermilion City, push the truck, fly to Viridian, talk to the catching guy, fly to Cinnabar Island, surf along the east coast, do the hokey pokey. Dragonite evolves into Yoshi. Can I get some fact checkers on that? Can someone try that for me? I'm curious. It sounds legit. Oh, actually, I wanted to like decide on this before the shiny shows up. Okay, so when it does show up, hypothetically, when it does show up, what ball do we catch it in? I like to match colors. So I'm thinking level ball, but it doesn't have any green. It just has the yellow. I wish it had some green on it. But like I'm leaning towards level ball. Fact check true by real American patriots. All right, thanks, Sam. I knew you could fact check for me. Maybe friend. It has green and yellow and white. Yeah, I think it's like friend is also good, but it's like too much green. I'm really picky with how I match the Pokeballs. Because, like, it has... So, Latias, it has more yellow than green. So, I don't want more green than yellow on my ball, you know? It's stupid. But I'm sure it kind of makes sense if you also match Pokeballs. Okay, but I caught Rayquaza in a friend ball, and look how perfect it is. Like, come on. It's like the perfect ball for this thing. It's not even shiny, but it's awesome. Use the GS ball? Yeah, let me get the GS ball. let me message my friend at Game Freak to give me the GS ball. Now let's see what I match to. Okay, yeah, you get it. I make exception. I put all my partners in the same ball regardless of what the shiny looks like. That's fair. That's fair. I'm in a love ball and Heart Gold Soul Silver. It's actually sick as hell. That is a good one. Honestly, I would catch it in a beast ball, but I haven't gotten any yet. From any of the 5-star, like, trainer, like, battle zones or whatever. I haven't gotten a single beast ball. But I think they're the rarest, right? So it makes sense. You catch it in a safari ball. It's always a funny choice. Can beast balls drop from ball power 3? I'm actually not sure. I know you can get them from the 5-star battle zones that you get from special scans. I'm pretty sure the trainers can give you some after battles. I don't know if you can get them from ball power. Gotta ask Mr. Beast for one. Isn't he busy with his, like, Mr. Beast land in, like, Saudi Arabia or something? Or did that close by now? Is that still open? Best soup? Worst soup? Okay, well, here's my hot take. I'm just not big on soup. But tomato soup is pretty good. I'll give it to tomato soup. But I'm just not big on soup, to be honest. I like chili. Chili mac is one of, like, the greatest meals you can have ever. And I'll stand by it. It is genuinely one of the greatest foods ever created. Ball power 3 is a great way to get a lot of apple balls, at least. Yeah, I've definitely noticed that. For sure. Tomato soup with grilled cheese. It's true. That's true. But that is with the grilled cheese. Would you just have, like, tomato soup on its own? Probably. Don't answer that. You probably would. But you get what I'm trying to say, right? I'm just not big on soup. Not big on soup. I like chewing. You know? I'm a fan of chewing. And I know you can have stuff in soup, but I like chewing a lot. That doesn't really make any sense. Don't worry about it. Unliked, unsubbed, unfollowed. I won't stand for this soup slander. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't say soup was bad. You know? I'm just not big on soup. Not a big soup guy. I hate tomatoes, but tomato soup is prime. I agree. No, I mean, I don't hate tomatoes. I'm just saying shit. Like, I start talking, and I'm like, wait, I don't agree with that. Why'd you say that? Local man enjoys chewing. Not soup. Moving over to Twitch. All right, Duck God. See you over on Twitch. I gotta pay attention to the calories left sometimes. Because that last one went down to like 50 and I wasn't even paying attention. I got distracted. Are my encounters going off the screen yet? Okay, no, we're still safe. Honestly, 157 already? That's not bad. This is a super chill hunt. I like this. I've gotten like every Shalfas show up except Absol. What's up? What's up? What else is in your like area that you're hunting? The Buster family and Pancham family? That's alright. I mean, it's no Absol, right? I don't think I would have liked Mabostiff as much as I do if, like, Arven didn't exist. I think I'd be, like, neutral to it. But because of Arven, it's like, I have so much love for it. Yo, Duck God, welcome to Twitch. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Chill Hunt sounds like a knockoff version of the Wild Hunt myths. Yeah, I agree. I agree. I think just their character writing has been like super strong these past few gens. Like before, I think before like Legends Arceus, they were pretty spotty on like how crazy the character writing was. It was very like pick and choose. Okay, so I'm a Gen 7 glazer, so I think Gen 7 is like one of the places they peaked, and same with like Gen 5, right? Gen 6 AZ was cool. Definitely underutilized. That's why I'm glad this game exists, because now AZ is like awesome. But Gen 8, the character writing was like, it was cool. I don't hate any of the characters in Gen 8. I like genuinely, I don't hate any of them. Like Leon is awesome. I think Hop is a good rival, and I think what they did with them is cool. But like it's nowhere near what they did with like some of the characters in Gen 9 or like Legends Arceus and like ZA. Like it's just like I don't know what they've been doing lately, but it's been great. Have you seen the girl on TikTok that filled her entire room with Arven, like floor to ceiling with multiple full-size cutouts? No. That Loki might be my friend. My friend likes Arven a lot. Could be her. Gen 8 is kind of all over the place, unfortunately. The DLC character writing is pretty strong, though. I love the mustard to bits. Yeah, the DLC writing is good. Same with Scarlet and Violet DLC. Kieran, one of my favorite characters in all of Pokemon. Huge Kieran fan. And Drayton is hilarious. I love Drayton. They've been cooking. That's why I get a little sad when people say that like they don't really care about the story or like play for the story in Pokemon. I get a little sad, but I'm not like, I get it, because like Pokemon story isn't that crazy usually. It's usually like the climaxes that are like the best parts, especially like in the past few games. So I don't blame them. But I feel a little sad because I feel like they don't appreciate like what's being told sometimes, or like what characters are being like portrayed. Because there's some good stuff. There's some good stuff in Pokemon games. Some like really good stories, some really good lessons, and some like really good like character moments that I feel like go underappreciated because people don't really like care. It's a shame. But hey, more for me. More for me. They have been focusing a lot on the lore lately, which is awesome. The timeline is still confusing, but it's fine. I like Kieran's story, but he shares a name with my ex-boyfriend. I am so sorry. That's always a shame, isn't it? Well, is your ex-boyfriend the ex-champion of the Blueberry League? At least Kieran has that. Jonas, I wonder if people that say stuff like that even really enjoy playing. The reaction to ZA has been kinda bizarre because if I go on backlog, most of the negative reviews are, it's the most fun I've had in years, but it's a bad game and they could do better. And I'm like, okay, I mean, things can be improved, but it is fun. But it is fun, that little factor. Yeah, I mean, I was in a stream earlier where they were talking about like people not being satisfied with Pokemon games, right? And there's just some people where no matter like what Pokemon does, and I'm not saying Z is a perfect game, I do agree that they can always do better, but there are just some people where like no matter what Game Freak does, if Gen 10 is like the most beautiful game ever, has every feature everyone's ever asked for, has voice acting, like all this shit, no matter what they do, people are still gonna hate it. Unfortunately, there's some people where like it just does not matter. And it sucks, but can't really waste your time trying to convince those people. It's just not worth it. That's why I just, you know, interact and hang out with people who like the things that I like. And, you know, we'll have our issues and criticisms, right? But like, I think this game's awesome. This is like one of my favorite Pokemon games in a long time. And it's one of the Pokemon games I have like the most playtime in a long time. Because of like so much, there's so much stuff to do. There's so much content. And it's like, it's incredible. But I mean, that doesn't go for everyone. That doesn't satisfy everyone. And like, that's just how it is, unfortunately. I always forget Pokemon games don't have voice acting because I never play video games with sound. Oh, really? That's interesting. Cherry Blossoms, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream, appreciate it. You got the Gibble? Nice, Duck God. Huge. Yeah, I read them and it's just like, oh, I had fun playing ZA. Oh, that's good. I'm glad you like it too. Well, I didn't really like it. Yeah, I guess people have different definitions of fun. So it's really weird, right? Because it feels contradictory, but if I mean, hey, if that's how their brain works, then that's how they formulate their opinion. You know? Unfortunately, this is how it goes. See, when I have fun with the game, I'm like, this game is fucking awesome. I love this game. I'm having fun. 10 out of 10 video game. But that's also because I'm relatively simple-minded when it comes to the things I like. I recognize the issues, and I like understand criticisms where people are coming from, and even I have my own criticisms of the games. But like, it usually never like puts a damper on my experience. I think I'll still like always love it. I think it's important to criticize, but negativity isn't very interesting and it gets a little exhausting. I agree. I agree. You as a kid only liking the funny little creatures and ignoring all the lore. Okay, well that's fair, because like when you're a kid, first of all, you're like, you barely know how to read a sentence or like understand what a person is thinking, or like a character, like what they could be thinking. So like, I get it, you know? But as you grow older, and if you still have that mindset, it's just kind of like, it's not like bad. Like, you can play the game however you want, right? It's just like a little confusing to me. I've had this conversation with people close to me, right? Where it's like, what do you mean that there are Pokemon fans that don't engage and consume every single piece of content and every single form of media that comes out of Pokemon? What do you mean? I don't get that. I'm so locked into Pokemon in like every sense, except maybe like Pokemon Go and like Unite. I don't really touch those. But like anything Pokemon, like TCG, games, anime, movies, like I give me all of it. Like literally give me all of it. Cause I'll eat all of it. I don't care. Here, but I got so hated saying that I normally like every game. They called me a Game Freak Glazer, but it's just older. It's just older. Me, a girl who was Fennekin obsessed and who cried over losing a shiny 8 years ago. And honestly, me personally, I can say one criticism about like each game minus BDSP. We're on the same page about BDSP. But yeah, it's just It's like, it's just the space nowadays, and it really sucks, right? You, like... It's hard to... It sounds stupid, but it's, like, kind of hard to like things. But on the same, like, side of the coin, it's pretty easy to ignore those people. Maybe not for everyone. Once you get to a certain point, and like it takes like a certain mindset and perspective, but like the people who get on you for enjoying things, they're just not worth it. Not even worth thinking about. Hunting the same Pokemon? Nice, WizardBeast. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Good luck. And there was a streamer that I was watching once when shiny hunting in the background. I go out of lurking to say something. We exchange pleasantries. They ask what I'm playing, and I say, oh, I'm shiny hunting in ZA. They proceed to go on a whole rant to me, and seriously ending with, well, I read about it online. I think it's hot garbage. But have fun, though. Nah. That's not it. That is just not it. In any way. Especially, I read about it online. You didn't even play the game? And look, I'm not asking people to spend like $60, $70 for a video game, because that's a lot of fucking money. I wasn't even looking at the time. That's a lot of money. So if people don't want to play the game, that's fine. But like, just because you heard something about it online and you just form your opinion off of that, like, what does that say? You know? Not a huge fan of that. Not stupid. Like, wait, I think a lot of people just struggle to enjoy things without being negative or ironic. Yeah, especially being ironic. People just need to like things, you know? Bought it twice and loved the game. Hell yeah. I'll probably buy it again eventually when because I want to get like a physical copy because I got it digitally. I want to get a physical copy for myself just to have. Thank you for the shiny luck, Ginger Ninja. Wish any of my friends are Pokemon fans, but I lost the lottery. Dang. Thankfully, Pokemon is like one of the biggest things in the world. So I'm not going to say it's easy to find Pokemon friends. It's never easy to make friends with people. But hey, if you make some new friends, there's a good chance that they might be a Pokemon fan. It's always a possibility. Like a physical copy for sure. After I passed like 300 hours on this, I was like, oh, I need to own this. Yeah, I'm pretty much the same way. That's normal. Okay. I had a similar experience with FNAF and people being really rude recently when I say I enjoyed the FNAF movie when they haven't seen it. Yeah. Yeah, that's been another thing recently with the FNAF movie. And like, okay, I'll be the first to say it. FNAF 2 is not a good movie. Let it be known. It's not a good movie, but I loved it. I had such a good time with that movie. Oh my god, I was like soy jacking and pogging and pointing at the screen like the whole fucking movie. It was great. As a movie, it's whatever. But I had fun. I had a wonderful time. I got my like toy Freddy head cup. It was awesome. You can still visit the dimension after completing the mission, correct? Which mission do you mean? Like the main story? If you mean that, then yeah, you can like you can keep visiting it. Whoops, I do not need to fly. Don't do that. Java Absol, nice. Hell yeah. Whole rant about a game you only read reviews about is crazy, right? I'll never understand that. Yeah, and thanks. Yeah, no problem, Sharkbait. Appreciate the follow as well. We live in an era where it's often seen as bad to just say, I don't know enough about that to comment on. Literally! It's crazy. Like, it's okay to be ignorant. People need to realize this. It's okay to not know something. That's like totally fine. It's a good thing to recognize that you don't know something or you're unfamiliar with something, because then you can learn about it, or you can just choose not to. And if you choose not to, then you won't have an opinion on it. Just because you heard someone on the internet say something was bad, you don't need to think that it's bad now. You can still try it out for yourself, and then if you think it's bad, then yeah, you think it's bad. But like if some YouTuber makes a 3-hour-long video essay about why like SpongeBob like Battle for Bikini Bottom is a fucking travesty to video games, who cares? Like, I'm sure it's gonna be a great video, but I love Battle for Bikini Bottom. I love that game. I fucking love that game. I don't give a shit if someone on the internet doesn't like it. I love that game so much, and I'm gonna still like it. You know what I mean? It's just crazy. Crazy, man. What ball should I put the Shalfa in? It's gonna be Absol Z. Luxury is always a good choice. Very, very good choice. Especially for Absol Z. I think Luxury would be pretty good. I think Beast Ball always goes hard no matter the Pokemon, but that is if you have Beast Balls. Moonball would be good too. Honestly, I think I'm just not a very critique type person besides some Disney movies, the newer ones that aren't just the best, but besides that, I normally enjoy every movie. Yeah, I'm the same way, like to an extent. There's some stuff that I watch or play or, you know, interact with where I'm like, okay, yeah, this sucks. This sucks. And I can point out everything that sucks about it. But like most things, I feel like I enjoy. Don't have any Beast Balls, unfortunately. It's one of my faves. Yeah, I'm hoping I can get some too soon. I love the Beast Ball. I was really hoping they'd bring it back. I got a little worried when it wasn't in the museum. But I had a sneaking suspicion that they'd bring it back in the DLC. Penny Riolu, nice. Huge. We take those. Love that game growing up. Battle for Bikini Bottom is a classic. Classic. I have so much nostalgia for that game. It's awesome. One of my friends has also been suffering from similar issues with the Metroid fan base. Right, because Metroid Prime 4 came out, right? I know, I've heard it's been pretty divisive so far. Yeah, Wisdom Beast. I just haven't gotten any yet. I haven't gotten lucky enough to get any from some trainers. So I feel about Dexter Season 8. I really liked it. The critiques on 7 are valid, though. I've never seen Dexter, but I'm sure it's a very similar situation. Also, my biggest Pokemon critique is any Shiny Lock. True. That is very true. Shiny Locks are unnecessary and just remove choice from the player, which is never a good thing. In the same vein that removing the option to turn off EXP share is another bad choice. Like, I keep it on because I just think it's nice, but for the players who don't want to use it, removing the option to turn it off is just like a bad choice. It just removes options from the player, which is like, you never want to do that. Like one of the worst things you can do. Wasn't in the museum because the museum Pokeballs are just the Pokeball Factory ones. Fun fact, Beast Balls are made by or used to be made by Aether. Okay, that makes sense, yeah. I never really considered that, but that does make sense. He's been adoring it, but it seems like people are particularly obnoxious there lately. Yeah. Part of me, I haven't played the game or seen anything on it, so I have no opinion on the game itself. But I can kind of get if people are disappointed by it, just because of how long it took for the game to come out. The longer a game takes to come out, the higher people's expectations are. And honestly, it is kind of on the players more than the devs, I'd argue. But it is a natural thing that happens. And I feel like that happened with Prime 4. Where, like, no matter what happened with the game, there's no way it was going to satisfy everyone because of how long the game took to come out. Yo, Jochoa, what's up? I like shiny locks sometimes. I really like having certain shinies be earnable only through, like, events, just for that social aspect, but I agree in most cases. Yeah, I'd usually agree, minus the recent distribution events. You know, for a certain bike Pokemon, two certain bike Pokemon actually, but I would agree in some cases. We don't talk about that. There's also a difference between personal enjoyment and something's quality. True. I feel like not enough people realize that. Like, I hate Wicked, but I can recognize objectively that it's decent musical. Yeah, exactly. It's hard for people to separate them. And I get why. Because they feel like the same thing until you, like, really think about it. But then once you separate the two, I feel like life gets so much better. It's awesome. Trying to find a good distortion to use the Alpha Power 3 donut. About to explore a distortion that has Frogadier and Greninja. Nice. I've seen a few of those, and I just have to, like, bite my tongue. Because I'm too locked in to Zone 16. I can't do it. I can't do a distortion hunt. I have to get that Froakie in Zone 16 or I will die. Absol was a girl? Yay! We love that. What are you gonna name her? I feel like the Elder Scrolls 6 will be the same. Yep. Looking for a 2027-ish release. 10 years of hype cannot be lived up to, even if it's a great game. Exactly. Especially when with Elder Scrolls 6, it's just been that one trailer, right? Oh, whoops. It was that one reveal trailer, and we haven't seen anything. GTA 6. Yeah, I think GTA 6, call it cope. I feel like it's like the only game that I can see living up to the hype. That might just be because I want to convince myself that, but that's how I feel. That is like one of the only games I can see living up to the actual hype. But, you know, we'll find that out when it comes out in like 5 years, because it's gonna get delayed again and again and again and again. One trailer and a bunch of vague comments from Toddward Howardson. I thought he was going to show a trailer when he came up at the Game Awards. I was surprised that he didn't. Me knowing I let 3 Shelfer Froakies and Shiny Frogadier in a distortion, that's fine. You can easily get those again. As long as it's not a Shiny Alpha Froakie in Zone 16, you are forgiven. Yeah, like you can throw Street Fighter 6 or something at me. Objectively a good game, but I don't like fighting games. I'm not going to enjoy it. Yeah, exactly. We all got our tastes. That's what makes us human. It's like our building blocks as like people, you know? All of our tastes and all of our likes and experiences. At this point, the KOTOR sequel and remake will be out before GTA 6, probably. Yeah. Probably. My name are Kathy after a character my game is my friend is a game my friend is playing right now. Jesus Christ, I can't talk. They were talking to me about the game when she popped up. Ooh, yeah. That's always a good, like, way to name stuff. It's just, like, relating to the thing that was happening when the shiny appeared. I love doing it, because anytime I do, I never remember, like, the context. So I look back at it on a shiny from, like, 5 years ago. I'm like, why is it named Burger? Was I eating a burger when I found it or something? I don't even remember. Okami 2 will be out for GTA 6, yeah. I feel like Silk Song kind of did. Oh, true, yeah. I think, yeah, you're right. I forgot. Silk Song is one of those. For sure. I still have yet to play it. I gotta get around to that. ZA kind of took over my life. I haven't really played any other game since ZA came out. Are my encounters going off the screen yet? Nope, we're still good. Okay, I think it'll only do that when we get to thousands. Let me see. Caved yesterday and finally got Alpha Charmander from a distortion. Yeah, I saw that. At first, when I saw that you posted it, I thought you got it from Zone 20, but I do not blame you for doing that. I get it. In my shiny Alpha Glaceon Leon, because someone I knew who loves Glaceon was talking about the Resident Evil stuff minutes before it showed up. Oh yeah, that was crazy. I was in a VC with one of my friends and she loves Leon. And we were watching the Game Awards and oh my god, when Leon showed up in that Resident Evil 9 trailer, it was insane. I got so hyped though. I love Leon. Leon's awesome. I've enjoyed Silk Song. It's a bit of an early game grind, but pretty demanding on skill level, but fun. Yeah, that sounds about right. I think that's how it should be. Maybe not the grind part, but it's probably not that bad. They did make an Icon as cheeseburger reference in the Meowth quest. It was awesome. I did that quest and I like gasped out. Like I put my hand over my mouth. I was so caught off guard. It's so funny because like a good percentage of people playing this game won't even understand what that means because they just don't know what Icon as cheeseburger is, and that's crazy to me. There's a distortion with a Lowland Raichu. Ooh, that's a good one. That's a good one. Saw that I had to make sure I was like awake. Yeah. Like this is either a dream or a nightmare and I can't tell which is which. The ZA side quests are like some of the funniest things ever. I love it. How long did the Terrakion hunt take? I haven't been doing it for long, but it feels like it's taken ages. I haven't hunted Terrakion yet, but one of my friends, I think got Terrakion in around like 1700 resets. Do you have Sparkling Power on? Or is it like full odds? Speedbook Quest is peak? True. It's a really good one. Now that I have this Shalfa, Icon has Rayquaza Burger, finally. That's crazy. Shiny Charm Sparkle Power 2. It'll show up soon. What are... I think the odds were posted earlier today, right? Like what Sparkle Power 2 odds are. I forget what it was. Does anyone have it on hand? Just started a side quest where some guy told me I have to find him an apartment. Well, get to work. Get that man a home. He's asking. Around 600 to 700 with charm. Sparkle Power 3 with charm is around 600. Okay. Yeah, so the odds are pretty good. Just give it a bit more time and it'll show up. Just got a shiny, but I fear you'd killed me if you found out which one. Can I take a guess? Okay, first of all, before I take a guess, was it full odds? This shiny that you got, Goggins? Was this a full odds shiny? The one I'm thinking of? Okay. It was. Oh, man. That wouldn't have hurt if it was like with a charm or something, but man. knowing that it was full odds. It could have been me. It could have been me. I'm happy for you though. Congratulations. Can Latias be alpha? No. It cannot be alpha. That'd be awesome if it could. May have been in 40 minutes. A shot to the heart. Every message you send. It hurts. It hurts really bad. But I'm happy for you. I'm happy for you. Congratulations. Chad, are you guys gonna get Tomodachi Life when it comes out? I think that's my most anticipated game right now. If I'm being like totally real and like 100% honest and truthful with you guys. I think Tomodachi Life is like my most anticipated game at this moment. What pain and suffering. I'm doing great. Day one on Tomodachi Life, you get it. You get it. I'm gonna get Tomodachi Life and make you and feed you mashed potatoes. Well, awesome, because mashed potatoes are good. So, thank you. Thank you, Kuna. So I was trying to get one of those floating Pokeballs in midair, right? Well, before a Pokemon can get to the move off a rock slide from nearby Lairon, gets it from me instead. I've had that happen to me a few times, where like Pokemon use like really big AoE moves and like get the Pokeball for me. Random shelf of Golett? Nice, Duck God. Huge find, literally. It and Monster Hunter Stories 3, I'm counting the days for. Oh yeah, I gotta play Monster Hunter Stories. I've heard from my friends that I'd probably like it. So I'll have to get on that one day. But then again, my backlog is like... Oh man. Oh brother. I don't even want to begin to talk about my backlog. It's bad. Steam sales are my worst enemy. From what I know about you, you'd really like Stories, at least Stories 2. Okay. Interesting. So, if you're saying at least Stories 2, is it like... I'd want to play like all of them, right? Would I lose anything from skipping one? Like story-wise, lore-wise, experience-wise, like... Would anything be lost if I skipped the first one? One of the first Pokemon I actually actively hunted for the DLC was Golett. You can guess why. Yeah, I have a feeling. Stories 1 is really good, but 2 is one of those sequels that's basically... This is a retread of the first game, but better. Oh, whoops, I flew. Fucking idiot. I still have that little bit of Zone 16, like, muscle memory. Where it's not shiny, so I pause and fly. Got better balance, more story... Wait, more monsters, better story, etc. Okay. Interesting. I'll have to think about it. Excuse me, y'all. I don't think this is Christmas music anymore. What is this? Yeah, this is not Christmas music. This is like intense piano music. There we go. Thinking is hard. It is. It really is. I try to do as little of it as possible, if I'm able. Tomodachi Life and Rhythm Heaven are my most anticipated games right now, I fear. I mean, good choices. Rhythm Heaven especially, like... I know Rhythm Heaven fans have been fucking on their knees begging for a new one for a while. So I'm happy for y'all. I'm really hoping that when this Latias shines, it's with like a good amount of time left because I want to get some photos of it, but I don't want to like stress too much about losing it. So I'm still not 100% sure about the hyperspace stuff. So if there is a shiny, right? And if does it work just like how it does in like regular Lumiose, where if there's a shiny in front of me and if I save and if I restart my game, it'll like still be there? Or does it go away? Does it work the same way? Just saved and reset for a few times, it'll still be there? Okay. Cool. Cool. I just want to make 100% sure so I don't fuck anything up. Good to know. Source all my shiny dogs in my Absol world? Okay. I'll believe your dogs. Got it in like 5 minutes before I knew what I was even doing. I was just testing respawn distance when it sparkled. That's awesome. Hydrate? Gotcha. Based on what I saw in Haunted's video, you can keep more than 10 shinies at once. You can keep more than 10? That's crazy. You are correct, Jacob. I do like cats more than dogs. They're both very cute, but I grew up with cats, so I'm you know, I've got a fondness for cats. That'd be hard with the time limit, but I think you could make the whole portal shine. That's insane. Oh, I almost flew. Get that zone 16 out of your head, man. You're not there anymore. You aren't there. It's okay, you're safe here. Zone 16 can't hurt you. Dude, imagine if Game Freak just hated me and they shiny locked my game specifically and just didn't tell me. You guys think Game Freak would do that? I feel like they'd do that to me. Brokey died in the accident, you have to let her go. I don't know what you're talking about. Brokey's still right there in zone 16. Always there. Never leaving. That's crazy. Oh shit, we're good. We're good. That'd be hilarious. Just one out of 100,000 games has a random shiny lock on random Pokemon. That'd be like bragging rights. Oh, we're almost out of time. Like, yeah, I got the 1 in 100,000 shiny locked Latios. Like, it kind of sucks, but it's pretty cool because of how rare it is. Wait, what? Did I... Hold up. Did it resave my game when I flew? Because I feel like I have way less time now. Yeah, I guess it did. Okay. Well, I can just restart it, right? I can use my backup save. What is it? XB up? Yeah, there we go. I'd like to have as much time as possible. Hyperspaces are on a time limit, yeah. It depends on how many calories are in your donut. And like how powerful your donut is, basically. If that makes sense. Yeah, donuts. You gotta make donuts and feed them to Hoopa to go through the hyperspace portals. You use berries. Haven't even started Legends of ZA yet. Well, I mean, you got time. You got plenty of time. Game Freak Corpo is owned by Homer Simpsons, it seems. Yeah, I think so. I think so. You might be onto something with that. Alright, get back in position. Wait, is it shiny? No, it's normal. Okay. Get in position and save. Hey, can you back off? Oh, my whole party is still all phalanx. I forgot that I kept it on that. Okay. Nothing in my party is strong enough to kill any of these things. I'm gonna restart again. just real quick, because I think I need the other stuff. The Horde. No, I needed a backup save. God damn it. Pressing A too much, man. Okay. Backup data. As much as I love my phalanx, you guys gotta go back in the box. I'm sorry. Okay. How I beat Pokemon ZA using just phalanx. Just phalanx. Just all phalanx. What do you guys think the home completion rewards for ZA and the DLC? I assume Shiny Hoopa for Mega Dimension. That would make sense. For the base game? Maybe Shiny Zygarde? Oh yeah, Shiny Volcanion makes sense. Oops, all failings. My favorite cereal, same. I love that cereal. What's your guys' go-to cereal, actually? This is like a really important question. I feel like it says a lot about a person what their go-to cereal is. Wheat Bix? I don't even know what that is. Apple Jacks, Honeycombs, Special K unironically, okay. Peanut Cheerios, okay. Pretty good choices. Pretty good choices. Me personally, I'm a Reese's Puffs kind of guy. But I can like switch between Reese's Puffs and Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Love that stuff. We picked as a brick of cereal only in Australia. What do you mean a brick? What do you mean? Embryonis, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Cap'n Crunch and Crunch Berries. Very good. Very, very good. Yeah, Crunch Berries are pretty good. I agree. I agree. What do you mean I did several rogue mega battles to scan a goddamn battle zone? I don't want that. God, imagine how I felt trying to find these fucking portals earlier. It was a nightmare. It's so annoying. Fruit Loops are really good. It's a brick. There's no other way to describe it. Hold on, I gotta look this up. Wheat Bix, you said? Oh. And you just like put it in milk? It's like a breakfast bar kinda, but like not. They're like graham cracker sized. Cocoa Pops? I don't think I've ever had Cocoa Pops before. There's a group of Eevee next to this portal entrance. Must resist. I mean, it'd be pretty awesome, though. That'd be pretty sick. It's a really good spot. Next to the portal entrance is crazy. Yeah, you can just fly spam. That'd be a pretty quick hunt. Little chocolate rice puffs. Ooh, that does sound good. Didn't safety save? Dang. Lego Vader's cereal mascot power tier list is a fun video. I'll have to add that to the watch later. Honey Nut Cheerios will always be top tier, I agree. It's never like my go-to, but I'm never gonna say no to Honey Nut Cheerios, right? Like, they're still good. They're really good. I'm not big on it now, but I used to also like Cookie Crisp. When I was a kid, I liked Cookie Crisp. I think it was only because they were cookie shaped, and I thought that was fun. People sleep on oatmeal? Yeah, me included. And I will continue to sleep on it. Currently at 468 encounters. I have a feeling it'll be soon. Before 600. It's really like honeycombs, but they changed the recipe. It's not hitting the same? Dang. That's always a shame. And you can tell. You can tell, like, so easily. And it's always disappointing. That it'll never be the same way it was. You haven't had good oatmeal then? If you do it right, it's amazing. Alright. I'll trust you on that then. I'll let you know if I have good oatmeal. Favorite YouTube video of all time? Mine's gotta be Doug's Pajama Sam video. Favorite YouTube video of all time? I'd have to really think about that one. Because I'm not sure. Luck with the stream. Hope you find Latias quickly. Thanks, Ginger Ninja. Appreciate it. Have a good night. Can't do oatmeal just because of a texture thing, to be honest. That's fair. Texture things are like the end-all be-all of foods. Even if it like tastes pretty okay, if it's got a bad texture, it's just not worth it. Not a YouTube video, but one of my favorite streams of all time is Germa's Christmas special from 2 or 3 years ago. I think it was 2 years ago, but it might have been 3 at this point. I can't remember. Big fan of that stream. That is one of like the funniest, best streams I've ever seen in my life. Glad my autism texture issues do not extend to food. Yeah, be glad. Be glad. Someone got 8 tango berries in a single run. Dang. It's calling to you. It's a sign. Did I just enter like a church or something? This music is crazy. Certainly safety saving now. Yeah, you definitely should. Profile in the dark sanctuary. It's like the last place you want to fall into. I was hoping Latias would appear when this music started. That'd be pretty awesome. Unfortunately, it did not. I used to have a problem with the texture of cooked carrots as a kid, but I like it now. Yeah, I think I still kind of do have an issue with the texture of cooked carrots. I much prefer raw carrots over cooked. Very much. Exactly, the crunch of a raw carrot. Shit is unmatched. Though I had an issue when I was a kid with like the aftertaste of carrots. I really didn't like it. How do I feel about pickles? I know that's another pretty divisive food. I love pickles. Pickles are like one of my favorite foods ever. When I was in middle school, I would literally come home and as a snack, I would just eat like a full dill pickle. Just like bite into it and eat the whole thing. It was so awesome. Okay, as much as I love Christmas music, I don't want to feel like I'm at a funeral. Dude, get me out of this church. Okay, thank you. After I finish the jar, I'll drink the pickle juice. You get it. You get it. I'd eat pickles all day if I knew the sodium wouldn't make me explode. Yeah, you probably want to avoid that. Need a whole jar of pickles, not gonna lie. Same. Same. It's 11 at night. Don't do this to me. Don't make me crave a good pickle. Well, I got news for you. I'm already craving one, so I might as well spread the joy. Hey, what about the crunch of an apple? It's alright. It's alright. I like apples. I like apples sliced more than I do like eating just like the whole thing. Everyone in my family hates pickles though, so when I eat them I get lots. Lol, that's nice. That's very nice. Sparkling power, electric 3, take it or leave it. Did 2 Shalfa Raichu? Oh yeah, sure, you can get them for Mega Evolving. Alolan Raichu is always a good one. You get a Mareep in the game, so you don't really need that unless you want one. Electros is pretty cool. Pickles are the worst pickled food. Onions, mushrooms, and more are all better pickles than pickles. Nope, see? This is why you like oatmeal. That's where we differ. Pickles are awesome. Fucking love pickles. Fuck, I ate it. Fuck. Also enjoy pickled hard-boiled eggs, but that's unrelated to texture. Yeah, they're pretty good. Keep rolling for now. That's fair. Okay, Noibat, you gotta die. I'm sorry. You gotta go. Last 3 rogue megas this game have given me are Venusaur, Victory Bell, and another Venusaur. My Heatran having a nice yum dinner right now. Your Heatran's rubbing its belly like loving life right now. Gotten Meowstic twice now. Damn. Yeah, that one's rough. I think the one I have the most trouble with, well, not trouble, but the one that takes me the longest is probably Tatsugiri. That one usually takes me a while. Golurk carried you through that one? Nice. Eggs are weird. Most iterations make me gag after a few minutes. Dang. That's rough. That no Mega Mimikyu or Meowth, but at least Mimikyu Z will be back at Champions. That's true. I'm really excited for Champions. I'm so curious on what is gonna happen with the competitive scene. And like I'm assuming I don't know how it's gonna work, because when they put Champions out, are they just hard switching to that as soon as it's out, like mid-season, or are they waiting until next season to use Champions? I'm a little confused on how they're gonna handle that, depending on when Champions comes out. That is, it could just come out after the season's over, or like, you know, after NAIC, like before Worlds, and it's just like not, you just can't use it until next season. I'm really curious though. Going to be the VGC main format going forward, so I assume as soon as the new seasons end, I imagine season ends right before Pokemon Day. That's true, yeah, it'll probably come out after that then. We're hard switching? Oh, seriously? 26 Worlds confirmed to be champions, I think. Dang, okay. I must have missed that. Didn't they say World 2026 was going to be champions during the finals? Probably. I don't remember, man. You know how long ago that was? That was like at least 4 months ago. That information is gone from my head. Dude, I just got Shinoed so bad. It was like fading in, and like the color of the background like fucked up my brain. That was evil. Want to hear more about the single player modes and champions, because I think I could turn a lot of people on to competitive or harder Pokemon play. Yeah, I agree. I think it'd be nice to have a single player mode, because like I don't really play competitive Pokemon that much, but it's always seemed pretty fun. So I think it would be a good way for me to like try it out a little bit too. I get to the stage of like training up Pokemon, but I never do like any battles or like get a full team. Trying to get the berry farming donut. I don't know if I've seen that one. I'll probably need to make one of those soon, because I'm like pretty low on berries, I won't lie. Do a little tournament with your friends or something for fun. That's true. Yeah, that does sound fun. Like a low stakes kind of thing. That sounds like a cool time. You haven't tried the competitive in ZA is pretty casual and fun. Oh no, I have. I mean, that's how I had to get the the Greninja Mega Stone. But I've only played it for the Mega Stones, and I've had a good time with it. They're good, like turn your brain off kind of modes, and I enjoy it. And then when they put out the Gen 3 Megas, we'll have to go back and do it anyways. And I think, is Baxcalibur also through through competitive? I think it is, right? Sparkling, normal 3, alpha power 2. Hell yeah. You going for Eevee with that or something else? Max on the 18th? Okay. What will they do for competitive rewards after this set of megas is done? Knowing Pokemon, probably nothing. I mean, probably just what they were doing without the Mega Stones, just like probably cool Pokeballs and like other stuff. Nothing as interesting as the Mega Stones, though, I imagine. Unless there's like another DLC for some reason, which I doubt. Eevee, maybe Wigglytuff, or another little baby. All good choices. Get 9 Shalfa EVs. Ooh, Audino would be good. Imagine we get Charizard Z on Pokemon Day. I have a lot of respect for Game Freak. No Charizard Z. That shows restraint. That's a lot of restraint. And like, I wouldn't have minded. I wouldn't mind if Charizard Z existed. I think it'd be cool. I'm sure it would look awesome. But I am very surprised it doesn't exist. I feel like that was like a shoo-in. Yeah, it would have been at least be funny. Like, there's that. But no, they didn't do it. That's pretty insane to me. I'm so glad we can legendary hunt again in this game. Legendary hunts are like some of my favorites. And I don't think there weren't any in Scarlet and Violet. I think. Even though they brought back all the legendaries. Or most of them. I wasn't sure if it was, I think it was all of them. They brought like so many back. And they're all shiny locked. Because Game Freak thinks they're so fucking funny. Whatever. Not all of them. Is there anything Veltal? Oh yeah, true. That is true. That makes sense though. Because we got him in ZA. So, still shiny locked. Legendaries have different shiny odds? No. Every Pokemon has the same odds to be shiny. As long as they're not locked. Whoops. Maybe this is their way of apologizing for that shiny locking bastard Snacksworth. If they really want to apologize, they would have unlocked everything in this DLC. But I'll take a little form of apology. Just a little. Take what we can get. Java Snover, nice, nice. A good one. BSP is the last time we could shiny hunt mythical Pokemon. Yeah, as much as I'll shit on BDSP, I think the only plus side of them being as faithful as they are is that they didn't shiny lock those encounters. I think that's like one of the few things about the game that I'm like, yeah, that's a good thing. I think that's awesome. You got shiny Giratina from it? Nice, yeah. See, that's really cool. I'm glad they didn't shiny lock them in BDSP. This one Noibat really wants to, like, mess with me right now. I don't appreciate it. I gotta kill you again, bro. I'm sorry. Like, you don't really pose any threat, but you're, like, a little annoying. So, I gotta kill you. It was the first time I was fully dedicated to a hunt. Yeah, that's a good one to be dedicated to. Giratina is like one of the best shinies ever. One of my faves. Noibat will be fine. It'll be back in like a few minutes, probably. Totally healed. Totally alive. Nothing wrong with it. You know, I got a good feeling about this hunt. I really feel like I'm going to be pretty under odds with this one. Okay, yeah, the scanning thing is going to go apeshit. Please tell me I can, like, save before scanning. You cannot. And that's what makes it so awesome. I love special scan. I love it. With my dumbass stupid luck, I got around 600 encounters. Dang, that's not bad. That's really good, actually. Yeah, sorry, Mintley. I was literally trying to find these Lotties, like, all day. Are you trying to find a specific Pokemon or just any legendary? I had to go tuck my spoiled dog into bed. Aw. Well, I hope they sleep well. And legendary isn't Terrakion because I decided he was not worth my time for the moment. Valid. Valid. Well, then you got a pretty good chance. Unfortunately, you just gotta keep trying. As much as it sucks. Maybe I mistreated him. No, it's okay. I mean, he's kind of ugly. You know? Maybe he kind of deserves it. Dragion's, like, model is crazy. Poké Powers work on legendaries, right? I have a bunch of saved up when I get them. Yeah, they do. As far as I know, yeah, they do work on legendaries. See, look, Noibat's fine. Okay, this music is gonna put me to sleep. It's beautiful. But I'm actually gonna fall asleep. Okay. That's better. Hashtag not my Noibat. I love this song. Zila is my favorite. I'm not saying it's a bad song. I just don't want to fall asleep while hunting this thing. Not the vibe. A bunch of Pokemon got cool model updates in the DLC, but Terrakion still looks terrible. Yeah. Looks like those cloned pit bulls. That's crazy. Man. They had like the perfect chance to update his model, you know? Being able to find them in the DLC, but they just didn't. Morgan pointed out a very valid point about the Sword of Justice. They're only in this game because they're inspired by the Three Musketeers French book. Oh, yeah. That makes sense. Could have at least updated Terrakion's model. Still, like, really bad. $633? Dang. Keep it up. It'll show up eventually. It has to. Never noticed Cabellion has a little tiny French-style mustache till last night when I was doing some research. Is that supposed to be a mustache? Cabellion. Oh yeah, I guess it does. I guess, like, I never thought too hard about what that is. But yeah, you're right. That is like a little mustache. I can see it. He's kind of ugly, literally me. No self-deprecating in chat. You'll be banned for a million years. Banger. Exactly, Aya. If Bandai V off into the Shadow Realm goes me. Kind of fire. I won't even lie. That's kind of a bar. Kind of crazy. I feel like getting Terrakion in this DLC has made me like it a lot more than before. Shiny hunting is crazy. Yeah, that's usually how it goes, right? I'll shiny hunt them eventually. I really just wanted to start it with the lot. Like I wanted to start with the Lotties more than those guys personally. It is the Link of the Legend. I know that guy. I was watching John's stream earlier. And he got Latios in what, like 24 resets? But he had like sparkling power. So it's like, it makes sense. But I'm sitting here like, man, that'd be nice. Or was he full odds? I actually don't remember if I checked. Pretty sure it was sparkling power though. Is Charman sparkling power? Don't tell quick. This music makes me feel like so mischievous. He's too much of a coward for full odds. That's crazy. I mean, you're right, but that's crazy. Like in past games, I was pretty like okay with switching between like full odds and doing like methods and like, you know, things to increase my odds. But, like there's something about ZA. There's something about ZA in like particular where I'm like, man, I just don't want anything adding to my odds. I want the fullest of odds as can be all the time. I think I'm becoming like I'm becoming like a full odds truther for real. And I'll tell him to his face. Worlds 2026. Call him a coward. Don't even say why, just call him a coward and walk away. There's not even any Pokemon battles, just me and John fist fighting in the arena. Winner decides the future of shiny odds. No, winner decides the future of shiny locks. Let's raise the stakes even higher. Always go back and forth between method and full odds, but nothing will beat the rush of getting the story Latios and Oras this year at full odds. That's crazy. No, that's an awesome find. Hitting the gym right now. Yeah, get to work, man. You got 8 months. That's plenty of time. Can't let these locks continue. I'll be like the coach on like the side of the ring, like giving you water and shit. But like I'm not giving any like good advice because I don't know how to like fight. I'll just be like giving you water and being like, yeah, hit him again, hit him a little harder next time, and then hit him another time maybe if you feel like it. Part of the Latios generation quest, which I now have to add this game to now. Yep, you got another one, huh? Funny thing is, I don't think John would keep locks around either. Yeah, so like whoever wins, the outcome is still the same, but like the fight will go crazy. Getting VC Selby was a huge rush, but I don't ever want to do odds like that again. I don't blame you. I feel the same way about getting Giratina and Platinum. I was so under odds for that. I got extremely lucky. And I don't know if I'll ever hunt like that again. Unless I find like shiny Froakie in like X and Y. One of the biggest PokeTubers ever versus whoever I am. Hey, we know who you are. We know. I'm in your corner, literally giving you water, so I believe. But I mean, if John wins, it's like, you know, same outcome, so it doesn't really matter. I feel like any fight to decide Shiny Locks means we gotta fight the Shiny Lock advocate Austin John plays. Honestly, if he gets in the ring, I feel like he could fight pretty well. I don't know him personally, but there's something about him that tells me that he could put his own, like, you know, in a fight. Me getting a Honedge and Dynamax Den on day 2 of the game release. Dang, that's crazy. That's awesome. Getting shinies like in a story playthrough and like really early into the game is always so cool. Craziest luck was my first encounter in Moon on release day was a shiny Caterpie. Dang. That's awesome. I think the only thing that's like similar to that that's happened to me was I found a shiny Zigzagoon in ORS in like the first route. That was pretty awesome. Is YouTube lagging or is it my internet? It could be me. Let me see. It says the connection is fine right now, but you never know, really. Yeah, Zigzagoon is a good one. It's a really good shiny. Took me till I was below half health for me to realize that no, it wasn't the lightning. Wait, it wasn't the lighting making it look red. And the way I started sweating. No, I'd start freaking out too. That's such a good shiny too. God. I need to hunt that in this game. I love that one. Too bad Aegislash like kind of sucks in this game. Taking a break at 7:17. Yeah, not a bad one to take a break at. Give it a bit of time. Knowing how shinies work, you'll take a break and then you'll get like one encounter back and it'll be there. Trust. If you guys could change one thing about ZA, what would it be? For me, the only thing is I would slightly speed up special attacking Pokemon. The Golf is a bit too wide in animation speed. What the fuck just happened? I pressed a button on my fucking like my like capture card and it played like a transition. I don't think that played on the stream. What the hell? That was weird. Anyways, something about ZA that I'd change. Why is it so laggy now? What the heck? Wait. I fucked something up. I pressed a button and now everything's like weird for me. Give me a second. Why is it so choppy now? What did I do? Okay, I fixed it. Never mind. We're good. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, yeah, shiny locks is like the easy answer, right? I'll try to find something that isn't that. Faster day-night transition screen. It's a good one. Whoops. I have a hard time thinking of some. Got a shiny Emolga full odds on the first Holovator. Nice. Something I'd change. I actually don't know. I think shiny locks and the day-night transition screen are some of like the few that I had issues with. Not being able to sit on benches in the tutorial mission. I don't know. I'd have to think about it pretty long, and I don't want to like sit here in silence thinking about it for like 10 minutes. The amount of money just Synth gives us, it should be more, right? It should be way more. Be more haircuts. That's true. There really aren't a lot of options with the haircuts. I feel. They could have definitely added a few more. Should be like 20k each battle. We bankrupting her. No, you're right. You're right. It totally should be. That's funny. Man. What are we at right now? 597. I'm getting a little tired. I won't lie. I might stop at 600. Cause I got work tomorrow, and I want to get a good night's sleep tonight. I don't want to game too hard, or I'm gonna fucking regret it tomorrow. Like hard. That's good though. 600 for the first day. That's not bad. Pretty good pace for like 2.5 hours. I will take that. No shiny, but it is what it is. That's how things go. Let me see. Yeah, I'll probably end it there. Appreciate y'all hanging out tonight. We'll find someone to raid and then call it. See who's online. Looks like Yukena's on Minecraft. No Radiance on Pokemon. Let me see. Yeah, I appreciate y'all hanging out. Oh wait, yeah, I'm gonna end the YouTube stream, and then on Twitch we'll find someone to raid. So, bye YouTube. Have a good night, guys. See you soon.